Today I'm going to show you all about how to budget, how to eat healthy, and how to simultaneously do that together, because a lot of us don't know, first of all, what healthy food is, how much carbs should we be eating, how much protein should we be having, what's fiber, what's our fiber day, what does it look like, what our portion sizes should be. How do we do that also on a budget? Because a lot of you say you don't have enough money to eat healthy. Today I'm going to show you how to eat healthy on a budget, because you may not know it, but all these fatty foods, chocolates, frozen foods that you're eating currently is actually costing you a lot more. And not just in money, but in your health. It's all about longevity. When you're making money, it's no good if you don't have your health at the end of the day. You need your health. They say your health is your wealth. And this is why I'm so passionate about eating healthy, because it gives me more energy. It gives me a lot more, focus, because my engine is clean. Think of yourself like a car. Think of, if I've got a lovely petrol car and I'm putting diesel in it, how far is that gonna get me? Not very far at all, because all the engine all gets clogged up and the car can't run efficiently. And what's gonna happen eventually? That car breaks down. The health benefits of eating healthy is not just eating healthy and it's boring. It's gonna change your whole life. It's gonna change your whole aura, how you present yourself, how confident it makes you feel, the rooms you're entering. You're not gonna be thinking about, what's everybody thinking of me because I know I put on a few pounds. You're gonna be more like, I've just turned up today and I'm the best version of myself. What deal am I gonna get done today? You're focusing on the right things. How you're gonna be more productive, how you're gonna be of use to your employer, to your business, to your customers, and more importantly, to your children, your next generation. How you're gonna have enough energy to run around your kids. Because the last thing you want is picking your kids up from school with an old man's stick in your hand, plodding along, with your back breaking, and imagine all of their friends looking and going, is that your mum or dad? Like, I'm sorry, but this is just the reality of things. You want to look like you're really interested in your kids. And you're not just having kids because what else do I do in this late stage of my life? Your kids should be like your friends. They should be your family. They should be your business partners. They should be everything. Like, you shouldn't just do family, do work. You should have a lovely lifestyle. And I believe that when you exercise right, you have a healthy mindset, when you're eating correctly and you're budgeting, that these are some of the factors that's gonna make you be more productive in life. Because let's face it, people say money can't buy you happiness. I ain't never seen anybody who doesn't have money who don't have problems. It comes with a lot of problems. If you can't provide for your family, your children, put food on the table, can't pay your bills, then I'm sure that puts a lot of constraint on relationships also. So money is a necessity, money is important. And when you've got money, you can walk into a room and you can do a deal because you know what you have in your bank account. You can shake somebody's hand confidently and say, I'm going to complete this deal with you. I've got this deposit in my account and we're going to do business, because I'd rather do that deal than not have any money in my account, be talking rubbish, being just as good as the day before and not getting anywhere and just driving down in that hamster wheel. So we're out in the convertible today. We're not in the Rangy because it's a lovely summer's day, and that's quite rare in the UK. We're gonna embrace it, we're gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna complain it's too hot because we don't have it too often. So let's have a brilliant day and let's get more quizzed up, be more knowledgeable, and have some fun in Tesco's. I had to put the steering lock on there. We're still in East London, guys. We can't trust it. So we got a shopping trolley, and I haven't forgot to use my recyclable bag because we've got to be kind to the environment. And yeah, I don't like paying 5p for bags either. It's the pennies that look after the pounds. So let's go and see what we can find, see if there's any deals on. And yeah, I can't wait. I love food. So we're looking at all the healthy stuff. So this is actually made from really healthy potatoes, and I'm joking, guys, we're not looking at this section. We're gonna go and find some real stuff. Oh look, Guinness. No, too much barley in that. So here's the challenge. We've got a budget for 50 quid for the week. That'll be £200 a month. That's not bad on food shopping. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. So there's a few different breads here, and we've got one Tesco make, which is actually for 39p, and then we've got also one for 75p. Actually, 39p is the Neville's. Neville's is the 39p one, and the Tesco one is 75p. So let's have a little look at what's the difference in this here. So the energy in the Tesco make gives you 976 kilojoules per 100. But the one in Neville's gives you 915, so it's slightly less. The fat content is actually 0.1 grams more in the Tesco make. And let's have a look at the carbohydrates. So this actually has 40 grams of carbohydrates, and this Neville's make has 36 grams of carbohydrates. So it's cheaper and it's got less carbohydrates in it. And I'm on a budget, so I don't know exactly how it's gonna taste, but bread is bread, so let's see what we can have. And normally you can have this for breakfast. You do a little toast on there, you put some smashed avocado on there, maybe some eggs, scrambled eggs on that. That would be a nice healthy breakfast. So I definitely think that's a week's worth, but you can make it last. Another top tip I like to do is, it says the 14th of June on this top one. However, I normally like to get it from the bottom, but it should mean, if they're doing their job properly, that the first one in should be the first one out. But 13th of June is actually on the bottom, so the newer ones with the longer dates are actually on top, so someone's not doing their job. So I'm actually going to treat myself. These are £3, sounds like a lot of money, but this should last me the whole week. Sprinkle some of these on your oats, and you can also put this in some Greek yogurt, a great little healthy snack for you to have. It's an alternative to carbohydrates. Your body either uses carbohydrates for energies or fats. With me, when I have carbohydrates, it turns a lot into sugar, and that sugar increases the insulin levels in my body, which should create energy. However, with me, it burns very slow. But when I eat fat, it's a quick source of energy for me, and it's also got fiber, which helps me go to the bathroom, which means the system is all working. So smack on some of these. Check this out, guys. The cost of living crisis is real. £4.70. Wow. So I don't really like caged eggs, don't agree with it. I don't feel that I'm getting a healthy egg from a caged chicken. So these are actually only £1.40, and they're free ranged, as you can see. So that'd be £2.80, 12 eggs, 2 a day, 6 days. 2 eggs will get me 12 grams of protein as well. You can consume about 30 grams of protein, so maybe I can put a slice of something in there else, like maybe a slice of chicken or something. But yeah, let's put these in. Let's get some breakfast in. So I don't really like cow's milk. I'm lactose intolerant, it's all in my throat, etc. But I really like oat milk, and it's important to get the one with no sugar. It does have some carbohydrates in this, 5.6 grams, but it's got no sugar in there. So not all carbohydrates are bad. It's something that I'm not gonna have loads of. I'm gonna put this in my cereal, maybe have a little bit in my coffee if I fancy it. But yeah, definitely smash in some of this. That's some nice packaging. Greek style yogurt. And they've also got a Tesco one here, which is a lactose-free one. So what I really want to be looking at, first of all, is what the fat content is. This is 6.6, this is 9.9, which means it's got a little bit more fats in here. But where things start going a little bit funny is the carbohydrates is 14.9 grams in this, whereas the carbohydrates is only 4.3 in that. So that's a massive difference in carbohydrates. And if you look at sugars, the amount of sugar in here is 13.4 grams, and it's 3.3 grams. So although this is a little bit more in fat, in Greek yogurt, these are healthy fats. So I'd rather go for this one. Another thing, this is £2.15, but with this one, it's £1.50. So I'm saving 65p as well, and I get my Greek yogurt, which is a healthy breakfast, sprinkle some nuts or a little bit of honey on this, and I'm good for my day. Actually, done that, I've just seen something else. £1.95, so it's 45p more. Look at that. Fat 0.4 grams. Sugar 5.2 grams. It's cheaper. Look at that, it's got 1 kilograms. That's gonna last me the whole week and some. So I'm going for this one. You got normal prices, and then you got club prices. I don't leave my house without it. So 0 fats, 0 carbohydrates, 0 sugar, 0 protein. But look, if you look at this stuff, guys, there's ingredients such as phosphoric acid, sweeteners, aspartame, caffeine flavorings, and look, if you can't read it, you shouldn't be consuming it, because what the hell is half of that stuff? It's killing your brain cells. Some of this stuff even gives you dementia, you know, like, listen, you want to be drinking more like water. The more you drink of that stuff, the more thirstier you'll get. So when you're drinking water, at least you're hydrated, you're thinking more clearly, and you can see what you're drinking. Bloody free from a bloody tap. So I'm not gonna lie to you, but I had a Zinger Tower burger yesterday. It was bloody nice with the hash brown, salsa sauce, mayonnaise, but you know what? It was my cheat meal. But now I'm on a budget. Take a look at this. £5.35 if you've got a club card. And then look, I've got 5 breast pieces in there. How many Zinger Towers can I make out of that, guys? Maybe 5 of them. Do you know what I mean? So think smart. I'm still not going to go for these because I'm on a budget. I'm thinking of maybe going for some thighs. It might have just a slightly less amount of protein, but we're on a budget, so something's got to give. So I see some boneless salmon fillet here, and this is like a proper dish right now, but £4.95. Don't think that's quite in my budget, you know. £4.95, that's only for one of my meals, my 3 meals in a day. I think that's a bit pricey. I can't afford that right now, but it's a very good source of protein if you have the budget for this. I'm gonna probably look at some chicken, some turkey, and maybe a little bit of tofu as an alternative if you're even vegan or vegetarian. So see you later, salmon. Yo, bro. Something smells a bit fishy, and it's not the bloody salmon, it's the fucking prices here, mate. It's the bloody prices. £4.95, you can have one, mate. Have it. Okay, so I'm gonna be buying these chicken thighs. Actually, I'm not. It's £4.50, so it's like £1 cheaper than the chicken breast. However, there's only 13.5 grams of protein in this, whereas the breast have 26 grams of protein, which means I have to eat less breast meat for more protein. So I'm actually going to put this back, and I'm actually going to go for the chicken breast because 26 grams of protein sounds good, and I've got my club card to get that little bit of discount too. So see you later, mate. Me being me, I found even better. So for 6 chicken breasts, it was £6.95. I found 10 for £9.95. So it's £1 for 1 chicken breast, which means every single meal I'm going to be getting 26 grams of protein, and the recommended amount that you can actually process protein is around about 30 to 32 grams. So that's pretty hitting most of my macros. So that'll serve me for a week. Right, I've got a really easy alternative for you here. I want to keep my carb intake quite low, so I'm only going to have carbohydrates maybe twice in a week. So I'm going to carb cycle, and here it's 31 grams of carbohydrates in this rice. And look, it only takes 2 minutes to cook in the microwave. Why overcomplicate things? Why do you have to put it into a pot, boil water, wait for it, paste it? Sometimes we're very short of time, so I think that will be sufficient. We've got a cut corner somewhere, £2, not bad. Well, me being me, I've just spotted something. Instead of paying £1, I can pay 65p. That's £1.30 for 2 of them. And I've just checked all of the ingredients, and it's actually 1 gram less in carbohydrates in the Tesco make, and it's even got less fat by a gram or so. So I'm gonna stick with a cheaper option. We are on a budget. We just wanna get the macros in. Oh, no WWE shit today. 84p, guys. Got some oats for the porridge. I've got some oat milk to mix with that, and I'm going to be putting some nice fruits, maybe a little bit of honey. Boom, breakfast sorted, done. So for all of you vegan and vegetarian lovers out there, you got some tofu here, and it actually gives you 16.5 grams of protein for every 100 grams. So 200 grams, this has got 280. 200 grams will get you 32 grams of protein, which is what the regular amount of protein you need per meal. So is actually more expensive than my one chicken breast. So I think I'm sticking with chicken, but I might have one of these on one of the days. So let's give it a try. Let's mix it up. It's important to have different sources of protein also, because when you're getting protein from turkey, chicken, salmon, you're getting it from tofu, it keeps your body guessing and it absorbs protein from different sources. Sometimes you keep giving it the same foods and all of a sudden it stops doing what you want the body to do, and you want it to be surprised all the time and knowing different nutrients are coming from different sources. So, and who knows, there's certain proteins out there that may agree with you better and gives you that more muscle pump, that hypertrophy, more energy, and you can see what works for you. So I've got some hummus here. It's 89p. Very good source of fats in this one actually. You can have it with your carrot sticks, your cucumber sticks as well. So very healthy and a little cheap snack. So there we go. One of the hardest things going around with a camera in a shopping centre, people just want to know what you're doing. Like, watch what happens like just now. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Another good protein source is turkey. And it's actually said that although chickens can be injected with steroids to make them grow bigger, with turkey, they will die if they had the same sort of injection. So you can actually even see that. £4.50 for a couple of slices of turkey, and it's all really dry and all of that. I need a bit of gravy with it. Keep it. Nah, don't want it, mate. Don't want it. Honestly, I'm happy with my chicken because I'm on a budget. Lentils. How healthy are these guys? You just got to boil it, a couple little bit of ginger, spices. Even when you're not well, I have this as the soup. If you look at some of the ingredients here, carbohydrates, 56 grams of carbohydrates in here. It's high in carbohydrates, but occasionally when you want a soup, you don't have to have it packed with this. It's just the flavors that it releases. And my mum always cooks a good lentil. Fortunately, I've bought very, very big packs from the cash and carry, so I don't need to buy it. But this for £1.50, it will last you more than a week. Mixed with water, you get quite 4 or 5 portions out of that. So get involved with some lentils. So I know we like to always go for a nice Coke or a Pepsi or something fizzy, carbonated. I've got something even better. Boom. 80p. You're gonna get more than 2 litres out of that, I tell you. A free bit of water. This one's 80p. You can go for the 250 version, but I'm on a budget, and this is full of antioxidants, guys. It releases all these free radicals in your body, which, you know, gets all clogged up. And nice hot drinks like this, it makes you feel less hungry. It gives you a little bit of taste, but just don't have it too late in the evening because you ain't gonna get any sleep. It's got quite a lot of caffeine in this, but definitely gonna have some of that. So we've got some fruit bars, natural, some oat bars as they call it, and it's got about 19 grams of carbohydrates on this. But on top of the carbohydrates, guys, it's full of sugar, a ton full of sugar in that. So I'll tell you what would be better. We take some of our oats that we've already bought, soak it in a little bit of water, put some raisins in that, and we can make that into some nice healthy bars. Might take a little bit of time, but you save £1.50 and a lot of sugar, and you save your health. So let's look at a little alternative for that one, yeah? Definitely gotta have some cucumber, guys, because I need to practice my sword. No. 79p is great little snack. You can have it with your hummus, and like, instead of having a packet of crisps, slice some of these up as you're working away. There we go, job done. Guys, you gotta check if they're like, you know, ready, because there's nothing worse than having a hard avocado. You want it to be nice and soft, so you can just smash it onto your bread, you know, spread it like cheese and butter. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and so basically £1.45 with your club card, 2 of these, £2.90. That'll be enough for the week, mate. There we go. Cut that on. So for some of the meals in the evening, you can make it like chicken with stir fry. So this costs £1.70, but if you buy 2 and you can mix and match them, it's £1.50 each. So, you know, £1 for my chicken breast, £1.50 for this. There we go. There's a meal. £2.50 for your meal. Now that's cheaper than an Uber Eats, right? And I'm gonna try some mushrooms on another night. So 2 of my evening meals done. How easy is that? Okay, we're gonna go for a little bit of a luxury item. It's £3 for these, but they're full of antioxidants, which actually help you keep young. And it's very, very low in sugar. You can put some of these on your oats, or you can have some of these as you're just picking it as you're doing some work as well. But have them sparingly, you know. Create a nice little bowl, make the bowl full, and you know how long that should last you, you know. So they're like little balls of quenching. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Pound a pop, pound a pop, pound a pop. Who wants a pound a pop? Fancy a nana? These are full of potassium, guys. Full of energy, I'm telling you. It's nothing like having this in the morning. I like in my blender, I like chucking a banana in there, some pears, some blueberries. There you go, mix that up. Maybe a little bit of oat milk as well. And that gives me enough energy to get out in the gym. And imagine all these bananas, one per day, is gonna be lasting me the whole week. So isn't that better than a bar of chocolate? So check it out, get some. Boom. Amazing. Sean Bond. Chill out, you know, have a nice cup of tea and all that, malarkey, you know, look at the lawn. Oh. Shit, we got fucking work to do, bro, let's go, come on. You're no help, you know, you're supposed to like say, come on Sean, we got work to do, and you're just chilling. Who employed you anyway? I employed myself. Really want to look at some of this section. So let's have a look at that. £3. Well, we've already looked at some of the stuff that we've bought for £3. Check this out. It's got 30 grams of bloody fat, and that's not bloody good fat. That's all lard and butter and sugars. 56 grams of sugar. My God. 57 grams of carbohydrate. What's good about this? Just the taste. Do you know you can actually program your mind, because sometimes you can taste this before you even like put it in your mouth, because you know the feeling. Program your taste, your buds. What else is brown? And replace that sensory organ inside your brain. And what else smells brown? That's one way to get rid of chocolate out your brain. I'm not saying it's the best way, but it's a way. It's just gonna be like PG, mate.
Hey, wait, what are you doing?
Mate, I'm just, it's just the exercise. I'm just trying to help you. Look, all of this malarkey, it's full of sugar. Full of sugar, it gives you a hangover, it makes you less productive, you get up with a headache, you don't want to do anything the next day. What's good about this? And look at that, look at the price tag on that. Like, imagine how much is water going to cost you that size? Not even £1, 17 quid for that. We're on a budget, mate. We can't even afford to, even if we wanted to. Yes, this is for an exercise purpose only. It's not for us to consume, me or you guys. You just got to look at some of the ingredients here. It's got rapeseed oil, it's got chili, it's got flavorings, it contains soya. You know, soya, research soya, Google this now and see how good soya is for you. I think that's one of the main ingredients that's messing us up at the moment. So, and look at this, look, this is not even your fault, guys. The first thing you see when you walk in to your supermarket will be all of these things.
What is that for?
Say again?
What is that for?
Oh, quite deceiving, man. Like, it looks like there's no grams of fat or carbohydrates or saturated sugars or anything, but look at the amount of sugar, glucose, fructose syrups, malt extracts, and phospholipid acid, preservatives. That's what's messing your teeth up. That's why everyone's going to Turkey and getting their choppers done, because it's all falling out because of that stuff. Here for the magic part.
Club card accepted.
Boom, save £2 1p. And I fit that all in one bag as well. How about that, guys? Boom. Check that out. A week's shopping for 40 quid. And you tell me the cost of living crisis and you can't shop smart? Come on. And this is all healthy as well, all nutritious. This is more nutritious than £100 of junk shopping. Imagine just one night, you got a couple of friends around and you're spending 100 quid on kebabs and all that malarkey. Come on. Yeah, like they try to chuck us out, innit? Mate, you can't film in here. You can't film in here and all that. And I was like, yeah, watch me. I'll drop my cucumber, yeah. Well, especially with this is a deterrent, you know, and that advice is free on this vlog right now. So. So I want you to know, guys, I know you're doing this course and we can be a little bit serious and we want to budget, we want to save money, we want to make more money, we want to do property deals, but this is what it actually looks like on a daily basis. It's all about these small habits. It's all about these small little beliefs that yes, you can save money, yes, you can do it. And it might be hard to say no to some of your urges and say, I really want to eat that, I really want to go here, I really want to do that, but this is what it takes. Are you part of the elite or are you part of the system? Are you part of the matrix, as they say? Are you the people who just want to be eating, drinking what you want, having them normal health complications, don't want to save for a rainy day, have a pension that's not even there, is not relevant, it doesn't help you, get anywhere in life? Is it fair to your next generation? That's my question to you. Is it fair to your legacy, or is this something that you're going to be causing, that your next generation is going to be doing the same thing, eating the same foods, same health complications, not time with their family, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your next generation. So let's go. Yes, so that was a nice little Tesco shop, and guess what? Also, a couple of hours have gone. How many times did we say we're not getting our steps in, we're not doing anything with our life? Just go out shopping. You see a load of people around you, you see all of these products, read some labels, educate yourself. It does actually change your day, you know. I could have easily just been at my desk all day, recording this course, then sitting, lounging around on the sofa, putting Netflix on. But no, I've come out, done this little food diary. It was a little outing for me. And generally, I don't do a lot of shopping because people do shopping for me. But it's nice once in a while, get out there. I feel like I've done some steps. I feel healthier, I feel more energetic. And it's sort of changed my day, you know. So be mindful. The next time you're doing something and you're going somewhere and you say, I'm not that healthy, I can't get to the gym, what can you be doing to get them steps in? Because put one of them watches on and see how many steps you're doing a day. If you're not doing 10,000 steps a day, it's not any good for you guys. You need to be doing at least minimum 10,000 steps, and then I want to see what shape you look, because I know you ain't going to be big and overweight. You control your diet, you control your gym, you control your life. That's what you want to be doing. Who wants to be in control of their life? Raise their hands. Every time. So stick with this, stick with the community, stick with like-minded people who want to do better in life, and avoid the people who go against the grain. And there will be people on your journey who won't agree with any of the stuff that we've said today. They just won't understand and they don't want to stand. And that's okay, because they're just applying their beliefs onto you. So keep your own beliefs yourself. Know what you're doing is right. And it's okay if other people don't know. So just keep going on your own journey, stay on your own train tracks, keep going on that train, and you're gonna see the results of yourself. And then first people will say, why are you doing that? You're mad, you're crazy. They're the very same people who say, how did you do that? How? So let haters hate, let them what, and then let them become your followers after. Boom, mic drop. Yes. Nice and cool. Boom. First things first, make sure you always take your shoes off when you get into the house. Basic hygiene practice. Remember, you're walking around everywhere. Just because it looks clean doesn't mean it is, and you're walking around all your house, upstairs, downstairs, so always keep them aside. That was a free bonus tip, mate. I say. Pay up, man. GoFundMe pages. And I saved £2, 1p. Check that out. Boom. £42. I got it for 40 quid. We had a £50 budget. Come on, I tell you, you give me a task and it's like GTA. I want to beat that time. Now, come on, let's check this out, guys. Let's see what we got. We've got the bread. Boom. What am I having with my bread? Well, I've got some eggs. I've got some hummus. I've got some avocado I can put on there. Brilliant. Now, some days I want a little bit of oats. Sprinkle a bit of oats. Bit of nuts on that. There's my oat milk. For a little bit of dinner, I'm cutting some nice chicken up, putting a nice bit of stir fry on that, and another stir fry on that. And I've got 10 chicken breast pieces, so a couple of nights I'm having some nice little bit of rice with that, you know. Oh, what's for dessert? I hear you ask. Well, I've got 1 kilogram of nice Greek yogurt, nice and thick and moussey. Sprinkle some nice little bit of cashew nuts on there, or perhaps some blueberries. Now, early morning, I don't want maybe some of this breakfast. Boom, got some bananas there, got some berries there, mix them up. Oh, I want a little snack? Well, cut some cucumber sticks in and I'm dunking it. There we go, some nice hummus there, there you go. Some nice lettuce there occasionally. And want to relax, I want a nice cup of tea, something low in sugar. And there we go, guys. How hard is that? Nice week shopping, 40 quid, and I've still got £10 left for my little cheat meal, if that's what you want on your Sunday. Your little Uber Eats, your little KFC, Zinger Tower Fix, whatever it is for you. You got to enjoy life. That's what we mean about balance. 80, 90% good and 10% bad. And it looks good on your wallet as well. You're budgeting good, and you know there's a house that's going to be growing in the background because you're budgeting well. So you tell me you can't do it, I'll tell you you can. Show me it's not possible, I'll show you it is possible. So I hope you're getting value from this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the like button, leave us a comment, tell me what else you want to see, because I'm ready to show you guys. And for all of you that are doing the course right now, I hope you're getting plenty of value. And I know you are, because this is something that I wanted for a very long time, and there's plenty more where this came from. So stay tuned. Very important, guys. Are you washing your fruit? You never know what rubbish is on your piece of fruit. You don't know. You don't know how many hands it's touched or gone through. So I know some germs are good for you, but I don't want any of them. So there we go. Got some berries in there. I had some strawberries left over from the other day. So it's all about recycling your food. Don't let anything go to waste.
And that's not very safe.
Don't try this at home.
So what smoothies is, what do we call it?
It's just the Sean Land. It's just a Sean Land milkshake. A little bit of oat milk to par in there. Okay, cool. I think that looks good. I like to clean as I go. Here's my rubbish. Boom. There we go. Boom. Boom. That's straight in there. That's how easy it is to stay clean. Keep your surfaces clean, guys. And let's close this up. Once this is done, boom. Okay. And let's see. Good luck. Voila, there we go. And hope that's looking good to you as it is to me. And If only you knew how good this tasted. I'll show you how good it tastes. I'm telling you, I would do this one, but this is for my cameraman, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you can see how easy it is to put a meal together, how it is to be healthy, and how, yeah, you can lead a healthier, vitality sort of enhancing life. Catch you on the next one.